ALC, it started super normal. In 2019, where nothing was going on, everything was very normal. We had our retreat in August and super fun, lots of interesting team building experiences, but it was a good time.
My first impression of this year's class was how polished they were just as a group. It's a really solid group of very professional men and women.
We had an interesting class. It probably was a little more mature maybe this year than previous classes.
So the Road Rally Challenge is the first task that we have as an ALC class. And we were broken up into groups and each given a theme for our group. And my theme for our group was infomercial. So we were given a list, basically like a scavenger hunt, of different dates and places that we had to go throughout the city of Dallas.
We had PBS children's show, so we did sock puppets, and Parker did an incredible job. He has a really good Elmo voice apparently, which we all learned early on. So
look at that! Oh, that's so beautiful!
I would describe the ALC program days as a day where we meet once a month, and each month is based on a different aspect of the city of Dallas, whether that be healthcare, education, the state of the city from maybe a political aspect. Obviously, COVID hit in the middle of our ALC class, and I won't lie and say that it wasn't challenging. It definitely was. The virtual program days are definitely different, but I think we've done a great job.
We were so used to being on Zoom calls at that point that the speakers were comfortable and the class members were comfortable asking questions in that format in a chat box, and it turned out fine.
I still got a ton out of virtual programming. And then obviously towards the very end, a little bit more in-person, social distanced with masks, but able to do those kind of outdoor site walks and still seeing some of the city that we had all signed up to see.
Really, everyone has stepped up and committed to the virtual program days. We commit to virtual happy hours. We've really done a good job about staying in touch.
This year's class project was a big one. And I'll be honest, when this project came up, I would have told you there is no chance. This is not what the class will select. This is not what will get approved. It's too big an undertaking.
So this specific project it's basically a retrofit of an existing vacant space into kind of a grab-and-go grocery.
The number one thing that the community told us that they wanted was a grocery store. It is smack dab in a food desert, which means that they have no fresh food access within a certain mile range. I think it's about 5-mile range.
The Dallas Catalyst Project is a collaboration of 3 nonprofits, City Square, Cornerstone, and St. Philip's. Cornerstone Baptist Church is an inner city church focused on preaching the gospel, but also on social good and doing church work outside of the church walls and providing the tools and resources to alleviate poverty and homelessness in South Dallas and Dallas proper. So where we're sitting today is the market, Southpoint Market component of a 5,400 square foot commercial strip that the church bought roughly 3 years ago. We're limited to a few number of SKUs with 3 leafy green and vegetable options that rotate, and also 2 to 3 protein options. So you'll also have the canned goods, the children's Tylenol, and the basic needs for households.
This store, we ended up calling it Southpoint Market. None of us in the class actually had experience running or operating a grocery store. So through Trek, we were able to get a contact, Zach Porter from Royal Blue. And what he did was he also helped us kind of go through this list of what goes in the store, how to design the store, but then also He's providing training for the new staff members as they come on.
The biggest challenge with this project was that it required a zoning change. So in a weird silver linings way, COVID kind of helped us in that regard because it allowed us to have that time to make it happen.
The community is excited about it. It's something that's been discussed by the community and by the church for a long time. And to see it come online, to see the level of finish outs to where it's a nice space that is for us is, lack of a better word, a jubilee.
Thank y'all so much.
I think the thing that I would take away from it most is, look, resilience and perseverance. They built a great project in the face of a lot of adversity and a lot of extra effort. You know, once you pass about June, like, there are so many built-in excuses, right, to walk away or to be frustrated with the experience, and they just frankly didn't do that. And I think that's the most impressive. The biggest compliment I can give them is that they continued to show up with a smile on their face and participate in the face of, you know, a class that didn't go the way that they planned.
I applied for ALC really as a way to meet folks and grow my network and really to get involved with Trek here in Dallas. So yeah, it was a great class.
The executive coaching, we had all these testing materials from Rose Porterfield that somehow told them what leader we are now and what is our potential for the future. It was really encouraging to know that we're on the right track and Trek is helping us boost that even more. I am not originally from Dallas, but I have put my roots down. I just bought a house here, like I'm staying here and learning that history, really deep diving. I feel more in tune with the city and I feel like I can become a better community member for it.
From a young professional standpoint, it's such a great milestone. It's hard to pick just one reason. I mean, it's for networking, it's for career development, it's for leadership development, it's for education. And I think because I'm passionate about the industry and I'm passionate about the city of Dallas, it covers all of those aspects. And if you're that person too, it's the perfect place.